And now, it's the Still Unnamed Podcast with your hosts, Pete and Mark.
Hey kids, and welcome to another exciting edition of the Still Unnamed Podcast. I'm Pete Salas along with
Mark F.D. Rodriguez.
FD. What is that?
Well, there's SD, standard definition, and then there's HD, high definition, and then there's Fergalicious definition.
Fergalicious. Are you a Fergie fan?
Well, Fergalicious definition make them boys go loco.
I'm going to take that as a yes.
Nah, yeah, I mean, I guess.
Okay.
She's got some good hits.
Yeah, I mean, there's some people who believe that she ruined the Black Eyed Peas.
What? Who the fuck said that?
I wish she was here because I live with her.
Are you serious right now?
She is a Black Eyed Peas fan pre-Fergie, whatever that means.
I did not know there was a Black Eyed Peas before Fergie.
Same. I had no idea. It's like they didn't hit it big or make it on the radio or MTV or anything until she came along. Mm-hmm. It's like three weird-looking dudes rapping. What do we need, guys? Oh, we need a hot piece of ass. Oh, there we go. There's Fergie. Now we're on MTV. But some people believe that the Black Eyed Peas pre-Fergie was the better sounding group.
I'm looking for any songs by the Black Eyed Peas pre-Fergie.
Okay. Go ahead.
Pre-Fergie.
I like that we're making the audience wait for you to Google something.
Well, they waited a week.
They did.
A whole extra week.
They did, because you had the poops.
I didn't have the... I mean, everybody... First of all, there's a whole book dedicated to Everybody Poops.
Right.
Titled Everybody Poops.
Yep. So that's what kept us off the mic last Sunday.
I didn't have the poops.
No, you did not have the poops. I was pooped. I had quite the week 2 weeks ago.
Oh, you were pooped. I thought you were pooping.
No, I did not. But no, I was pooped, like physically, mentally exhausted. Have you ever been mentally exhausted?
Yeah.
It sucks,
like
right?
just spent. Like you're just like I cannot do.
I can't deal.
Things.
I cannot deal with nothing. Yeah, that's how I was last weekend. So
but you know what? I was the same way. So I'm kind of glad because. Who reached out first? You reached out first, right?
I think I did. I think I said...
I was about to say, hey, you should...
Because it was like 6 o'clock already on the days that we usually record, which is Sunday. I don't know why I'm trying to be secretive.
Like maybe we're doing a day of...
Right. No, that would not work. There'd just be dead air. Yeah, no, that Sunday was like 6 o'clock, and it was just... Man, it was a long weekend. It was long.
Yeah, it was a long week, and then it peaked at the weekend. But I think this week was significantly better. We had a little break.
Yes.
We hope it won't turn into a habit, which obviously it isn't.
No, because we're recording right now. So anyway, what's going on, man?
You went to the 90s shindig. What is
it
called? I did,
but hold on. Before we get to that, because I saw 2 concerts in the last 2 weeks.
Are you Oh, yeah!
Yes, so I got to recap that.
Okay.
Man. That was, for those of you who didn't hear last week, or 2 weeks ago, rather, I went to go see Kiss with Quentin. I took him to go see them. And this is the end of the road tour, and, like, I looked them up, okay?
Uh-huh.
Gene Simmons is almost 70, or he is 70 already.
Oh, wow.
Okay, and Paul Stanley's close there too. I think he's like 66, 67. They're up in that age, okay?
Yeah.
The other 2 guys, the babies of the group, if you will, one's like 58, one's like 48 or something like that. Like they're up there, and 2 of them are not the original members. I get that. I know this is not the original Kiss. I've seen the original Kiss, but God damn it, Mark, they still put on a fucking show.
Nice.
And you know what? I don't even care if it's lip synced. It could have been lip synced. I don't know. I don't think it was, but that's like the rumor and innuendo on the internet that this last tour, Paul Stanley's vocals are not where they used to be. Obviously, he's fucking 70. He's been doing it for 45 years. So, you know, he can't hit the whoa, all that shit. So they're pre-recorded, those little things.
Yeah,
that's what I read. I don't know if it was true. It felt live.
They're still performing then.
Yes, they are.
Because even if you're not singing, you're still up there. I'm sure they got sweat dripping down their backs.
Right. I mean, Gene Simmons is 70 again, and he's wearing like 30 pounds of like gear and like
man.
it's crazy. He's holding a bass all night. He's wearing 7-inch leather heels. It takes a toll.
Mm-hmm.
But let me just start again. I have seen Kiss 5 times. This is going to be a very Kiss-centric episode. Okay? Because it was like watching them the first time. And it's basically because I was there with Quentin.
Nice.
Okay? That's not to say that numbers 2, 3, 4 were not as impressive. They were. I mean, let me recap, okay? Let me
Please,
let me
from the top.
From the top. I first saw Kiss back in 1996 on their reunion tour.
1996.
In the year of our
Bill
Lord.
Clinton was president.
He was.
Nirvana was not around anymore.
No, I think they were gone by then. There were parts of them still around. Bad joke. Well, anyway, I went and saw them on their reunion tour back in July of 96, okay? And it was like literally watching superheroes in real life, okay? I was like, I think I did the math, I was like 14 or 15 when I went to go see them for the first time. And before that, they were a band that I heard on the radio. Because keep in mind, they hadn't been, the 4 of them, the original, had not been together, and in full makeup and
their whole gear.
And it'd been like 15 years, maybe something like that. I think they took the makeup off they took the makeup off the year that I was born, 1982. Okay?
Did your dad hate you?
Yeah. Basically, he thought it was my fault. So, Kiss took off the makeup and they toned down the stage show and they started to focus more on music or whatever. But as it turned out, the stage show and the makeup was like
a big seller.
80% of what made Kiss. So anyway, to find out when I was 14, 15 that they got back together, they're putting the makeup back on, all 4 original members, they're going out on tour, their reunion tour, I was like, I gotta go to this.
Hell yeah.
So it was very special that my father came up and acquired 2 tickets for us to go. We went and saw them in San Antonio in the Alamo Dome.
So at this time you were into Kiss. Your dad was into Kiss, yes, obviously.
No, actually my dad was not into Kiss.
Oh, really?
He's not a Kiss fan. He's not. But he knew that I was. And the only reason I was is because, seriously, I had never... I mean, Marilyn Manson had been out and I was a fan of him and everything, But, like, to the level of this stage persona of these, like, rock gods, like that jumped right off of the pages of a comic book, literally. I was like blown away. My little mind was blown away, and I was like,
Who are these artists from 30 years ago?
Right, because at that point they were like they were like a 25-year-old band or something like that.
I rounded up.
How the hell old am I don't know. Anyway, point being, my dad took me to my first Kiss concert. Okay?
Yeah.
And then I'm not going to go over all of them, but like number 2, I believe, I don't know which order it is, but the second one, they were touring with Aerosmith.
Oh, wow.
So like we had to go see that. Alyssa went with us to that one. And we went and we saw that one in San Antonio again. That was about 8 years later. So there's a gap here. Okay? I wish I had my computer with me because I typed it all out. But then, like, the very next year, this was like 2004? The very next year, in 2005, I believe it was, they came here. They came to the Hidalgo Arena, to the what was called the Dodge Arena at the time.
Oh, yeah.
I saw them here in my hometown, so that was pretty special.
Yeah.
Okay, that was number 3. Fast forward about 8 years again, and in 2013, I may have that wrong, might be 12 or 13, I don't know. They went on tour again with Motley Crue, and I got tickets to that.
I bet they're a Motley Crue.
They are. But I took Jamie with me, and we had a wonderful time, and it was like awesome. Like we talked about it last week.
Yeah.
2 weeks ago, whatever. Anyway, The point is, if I haven't made this clear, I'm a pretty big Kiss fan.
You enjoy the
Okay,
kisses.
I got the tattoo going on right here, you know?
Yeah.
So I am part of the Kiss army. Done. I never thought in my wildest dreams that I would be able to take my son, much like my dad did for me.
Mm-hmm.
So it was very special. I just want to make
Yeah.
that clear. Like, I picked him up from school, and it was not my day to pick him up, but I picked him up. So he
Yeah.
was already like, what is going on? Like, exactly what I said.
This was on a Tuesday?
This was on a Tuesday the 19th. And so I pick him up, and I don't know what excuse I'm supposed to say. So he's like nervous, and all day I was wondering, like, how long am I going to make him wait and stew?
Uh-huh.
And we had said wait till the checkpoint.
I said to dress up like Gene Simmons.
Right? No,
And just pick him up.
I didn't do that. That would have been awesome, though. But I don't have the gear. Anyway, so I'm like driving back towards my office like I do. I pick him up from school on my days, and I take him back to my office, and we
Yeah.
sit there for a little bit. And
So you pick him up like, hey, what's going on?
right.
And did
So-
he ask anything or?
Well, he was like, "What's going on?" And I said, "Oh, your mom needed to do something tonight, so she asked me to pick you up." And he goes, "Okay, fine." So we're heading back towards my office, and as we're driving there, I say to him, "You know what? I don't feel like going back to work. You think we should play hooky and skip school, kind of?" And he
Yeah.
was like, he got this big smile on his face, and he
Uh-huh.
was like, "Yeah." And I said, "Okay, then let's do it." So I kept on driving, got on the expressway, took a left, and started
Yeah.
heading towards my destination. So we're going and we're going and we're going, and he's like, "Where are we going?" And because we passed the house or the
Yeah.
exit for the house, which he knows, so he's like, "Okay, I know something's going on now.
Yeah.
Where are we going?" And I said, "You know what? Did you know that chorizo?" I was still stuck with the chorizo, the chorizo that we all know and love, the San Manuel chorizo, is like made here locally, and he's like, "What?" I'm like,
He's like, I could not give two shits right now.
he was like,
Oh, wow.
"That's
wow.
cool." And I'm like, "We should go see the factory." Because the factory, if you know, is like 25 minutes.
Yeah, my dad decided to play hooky, and we went to go see how chorizo's made.
So I'm like, you know, that they've got this really big pig statue outside of the,
Okay.
of the place.
You're selling the shit out of this?
I am super duper excited about getting him on board with wanting to go see the chorizo factory. So I couldn't think of anything else. I couldn't think of a single thing as to why we were going down the road.
Yeah.
I mean, where were we going on a Tuesday?
Uh-huh.
Okay, so I'm driving. I'm like, okay, what do I say after we get there? So he's like, is it almost here? I'm like, he's like getting bored and shit. And I'm like, just do your homework. So I'm like, oh, it's like 11 miles away. And I'm like halfway there. I'm like, shit, what am I supposed to do? So I finally...
How long is this drive?
It's like 25 minutes. You know where it is, right?
No, I'm talking about to your destination.
Oh, to Corpus?
Yeah.
2 hours and 25 minutes. So like either way, I had like two...
And you're like 20 minutes into this trip?
Right. And I haven't told him where we're going.
Yeah.
So there's no payoff for him other than the fact that I'm taking him to go see a fucking statue of a pig. So we go and we get there, and I'm like, look, there it is. And I'm like selling it like it's Disneyland.
Yeah.
Like, look, kids, there we are. Like, there's the mouse. Nope, there's the pig. So we got out. We took some pictures.
Are you serious?
Yes, we took pictures with the pig, and was like, okay, that's cool. So he's like, all right, time to go. I think he started to get nervous. He's like, okay, can we go home now?
He's like, I think I'm getting kidnapped by my dad right now.
So we get in the car, and as we're pulling back onto the expressway, I like stop, and I turn to him, and I'm like, okay, I can't hold it anymore.
Mm-hmm.
I said, I got you something. And he goes, what? And I said, it's in this bag. So he reaches into my bag.
Mm-hmm.
He pulls out a black bag, a black like plastic bag.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's for you. And he goes, okay. And he pulls it out, and it's a Kiss t-shirt that I got him. It's got the cover of the Alive album, which is that one right there.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, that's awesome. Cool. Kiss. All right. Cool, Dad. And
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah. You like it? He goes, yeah. And then I said, look. And I had a pearl snap shirt on, so I like popped it open. And I had my own Kiss shirt on, and I was like, look, I got one too. And he's like, his face changes and he's like, I think I'm putting this together, but I'm not sure.
I don't want to get my hopes up.
Right, because he's like, they've been playing the shit out of it on the radio about Kiss being, I know they were in Corpus, but still our local radio station was pushing it. So I'm like, it goes really good with this. And I pulled out the 2 tickets and he was like, oh my God, that's awesome. Yeah. And I'm like, let's go, man. Let's go tonight to Corpus. And I'm like, he's like, all right, let's do this. And he's on board. So we go. And it's a good drive. It's not too bad. We get there, we park.
You listening to Kiss all the way?
Well, kind of. I mean, I've got the Kiss station on, so like every 2 songs, one comes on. He knows some of them, and he knows a lot more than I thought he did. I think he knows a lot more than I did when I went to go see Kiss.
I'm sure he knows more than I do.
Yeah, I'm sure he does too. So, anywho, we get there, and it's on Padre Boulevard, or I don't even know what the hell it's called, like Ocean Drive or some shit. It's right there on the water. That's where the arena is.
Yeah, that's cool.
And we had to park down like a couple blocks away, and we walked, and it was like it felt good. I felt this like giddiness inside me.
Like the butterflies were.
Yes, it's like super excited to see him so excited. And that's really what I think parenting is. Like that's what it boils down to, is like there's no reason why okay, I'm gonna, in my own opinion, like there's no reason why an adult should go to like Disneyland super excited to go see Mickey Mouse. Okay, they may like Mickey Mouse, but like to get that super like little kid feeling, it's only because you've got a little one who's super excited. So you like feed off of that. And that's what I was feeling.
The same thing with Christmas.
Night. Exactly. There's no reason to like get so excited.
Like, oh my God, it's Christmas, because we're adults. We can buy whatever the fuck we want. But just to see the twinkle in your child's eyes when they wake up Christmas morning and they see exactly what they wanted because Santa got it for them.
Exactly. So like that look on your kid's eyes about, Santa came overnight. My version was a 70-year-old man spitting up blood. So basically, we got in there, we found our seats just in time. We were starving. I did not stop for anything, so I bought a couple hot dogs.
You didn't get any chorizo while you were down there?
No, the place was closed. And so it's like we're waiting, and then like there's an opening act, and the opening act was this guy who he did speed painting. I think he was on America's Got Talent. It wasn't a band. It was really interesting.
Yeah, that is interesting.
Brought an artist, and he's like playing like We Are the Champions or whatever, and like in the span of that 3-minute song, he's just kind of like slapping the board with paint, like making splotches.
Yeah.
Okay, and then at the end of it, it was like whatever, Bohemian Rhapsody. It was a couple of Queen songs, and then he turns the fucking thing upside down, and it's Freddie Mercury, and no one really noticed it. Like the crowd popped.
Yeah.
Because it looked like just a bunch of splotches of paint.
Like, he's just doing a thing.
Right, and then he flips the thing around, and it's like, holy shit, that's awesome. Yeah, it was really cool. So anyway, long story short, too late, I know. The lights go out, and that rumbling starts, and it's like, all right, here we go. And I've been through it 5 times. I know what's going to happen. Every Kiss concert basically is the same. Honestly, they may change the setup of the stage, but like, they're gonna start with either one of 2 songs because they've been doing it again for 45 fucking years. Okay, so it starts. The lights go down and this rumbling noise starts. The white spotlights start going out. Meanwhile, there's this whole there's a curtain that says Kiss on it, and it's a huge curtain. It covers the whole stage. And on the video screens, they show like the galaxy, and it's like zooming into Earth, and it like zooms into Corpus, and it zooms into like the arena that we're in. Oh my gosh, that's where you are! And people were like, "Yeah!" It was super cool, Mark, to look over and see his eyes just bugging out. And then it always starts the same way. There's a guy, I think it's their manager or whoever, that gets on the mic. He's been doing it forever, and he says, "All right, Corpus Christi,
You wanted the best. You got the best. The hottest band in the world. Kiss!
Damn, I got chills. Like legit, I got chills.
And then Detroit Rock City starts. The curtain drops. Explosions happen. These fucking 70-year-old guys are floating down from the ceiling with like on little spaceships. And I took my eyes off the stage to look at him, and his mouth was just open, jaw dropped. Like he was like, I don't know what the fuck is going on.
Wow.
He's never been to a concert this big. I took him to Metallica 2 years ago, but like Metallica's probably my favorite band. They've got hundreds of hits. He knew every song, but there's something different about the stage show aspect. It's like, it's different. It changes. So we went through it, and he had a badass time, and I was super excited. Gene Simmons spit up blood, which also made him like he didn't know what the hell was happening. Paul Stanley flew across the arena during one song. He came and landed very close to where we were. He performed right there, and it's just I took as many pictures and videos as I could, but like my favorite one was I took kind of like a selfie video of him and I, and just to see him singing along to like it's a song I was playing before you got here, that I was made for loving you, baby, you were made for loving me. That one, that's his favorite song. That's Quentin's favorite song of Kiss. I don't know why he chose the disco song to be his favorite song, so I have video of us singing that together, and that might be one of my most priceless memories that I've ever accumulated in my life.
So beautiful.
So yeah. So that I believe that was my last Kiss concert and his first Kiss concert, and that's it.
Damn, that's an amazing story. That's such a beautiful thing to share with your son. I don't have anything with Dexter.
I thought so too. So. Anyway, that's my story, and we drove back, and even though Jamie told us, don't stay for the whole thing, it's a school night, like, whatever, and I'm like, okay, I won't stay for the whole thing. They left the stage, and all of a sudden, the
oh my gosh,
this piano starts rising out of the ground, and there's the cat man who's, like, playing, and I'm like, holy shit, okay, so...
How are you going to leave during Beth?
Okay, funny you say that, because my first Kiss concert ever, I went with my father. Here's the kicker, okay?
Oh, jeez.
My dad is a notorious let's go before the crowd gets crazy kind of guy, okay? This was my...
I want to beat the traffic.
Beat the traffic, exactly. That's Papa Salas 101. And so we actually left during the encore.
You son of a bitch.
With my first Kiss concert. So I, to this day, have never seen them perform Rock and Roll All Night, the original four members of the band. I've never seen them perform Rock and Roll All Night in person. And I think I've resented my father since 1996 for that fact. So I was not going to do that to my son. I know I had specific orders on how to handle the night so that I could get home, by midnight, because it's a school night.
Yeah.
But there was a compulsion inside me that said, I'm not gonna. It was like I was righting the wrongs that happened to me.
Yeah.
And I know that it didn't mean that much to Quentin. I mean, by that point, I could see he was tired.
Yeah.
I mean, he had just rocked his ass off for like 2 hours roughly, and one more song wasn't going to do anything. So we started walking out during Beth, and we were way the fuck up. It's a pretty big arena.
Yeah.
So we started walking out midway through the song. Song ends, and then they start the Rock and Roll All Night starts.
Yeah.
So I stood there in the stairwell, and I said, you need to go to the bathroom? He said, yes. So I said, okay, you know where it is. So he walked around the corner, went to the bathroom, and I'm like, let me take this in for a minute. He came back, and we saw, like, middle to the end of the song, and I'm like, I love you, Q. And he's like, I love you, Dad. Thank you for bringing me. And I'm like, okay, let's go.
Yeah.
That was the payoff. He saw them performing Rock and Roll All Night, and that's the end of their show. We were walking out, and we were listening to these giant explosions. Like, you can hear that from the parking lot. Whoa. It sounded like the building was getting bombed, because technically it was.
I mean,
controlled explosions. So, anyway, that's my story of taking Quentin to go see Kiss, and that was quite the experience.
Amazing, absolutely unforgettable.
Yep.
I don't have a story. So
I've been talking a lot in this episode.
Yeah, well, I mean, you got a good ass story. I don't have anything. Here's something that happened today. So,
sure.
I've been a little bit of exercising. I've been a little bit of dieting. Not really dieting, but I got on because I gained a little bit over the break. I passed 160. I know, no kidding. So I passed 160, and I have not been able to go below 160 since last year. So I stepped on the scale earlier this week, and it said 159. And I was like, oh my goodness, yes, this is what I've been waiting for. But I got to measure twice, cut once. So I stepped off the scale, and stepped back on the scale just to make sure that it wasn't a fluke, and it said 161.
What?
And I said, son of a bitch!
Why does that happen? Was it a digital scale?
It's a digital scale, yeah.
Those are really, like, I've
finicky,
noticed they're little uncalibrated.
Yeah, so I was like, okay, I need to, like, see what happened. Like, maybe the second time was the fluke. That's why you measure twice, cut once. Mm-hmm. So I stepped off the scale, stepped back on, it goes to 163. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on right now?
Am I getting punked?
And I got on and off like 8 more times, and they always said 163, and I was really sad.
Wow. Okay, that sucks.
So, yeah, I let myself down.
Oh, well.
It was kind of funny.
I am on, this is day 3.
Uh-huh.
So by the time that this airs, it'll be day 5 of a new diet and eating regimen that I'm on.
Excellent.
Okay?
What are you doing?
I am on the Mediterranean diet.
Dude, that's crazy. Isn't that like almost keto?
No.
Is it keto-esque?
Well, not in the sense because it's okay. Let me rephrase. I am on the Mediterranean diet, modified.
Okay.
And it's modified by my doctor. He gave me a 21-day challenge.
Oh, I fucking love challenges.
I know you do.
That's
You're very
established.
competitive. He said, I want you to give me 21 days of no sugar, no cheese, and no meat.
Oh, that's not keto at all.
So I am on day 3 of no meat, no cheese, and no sugar. I have consumed nothing but plant-based organisms.
That's
nothing, Mark.
Wow.
And I'm drinking nothing but water.
Yeah.
No tea, no nothing.
So,
but coffee. I'm allowing myself coffee for fuck's sake, or else I'm going to murder someone. I'm going to straight up murder someone's face. So
is it black coffee?
I don't put any sugar in it. I do put some half and half.
Okay.
I'm allowing myself some half and half because.
Question.
Yes.
Is half and half dairy?
Yes. But it's not cheese. It's not cheese.
He didn't say dairy.
He did not say dairy. He did not say dairy. He said cheese.
Wow.
So, yeah.
Did you get flu-like symptoms already?
Am I supposed to?
So, last year, Alyssa and I decided to do no sugar for about, I think we aimed for a month and we did 2 weeks. And because I wanted to cut back on my sugar intake, I know I have a very bad problem with sugar. Like it's my kryptonite. I would probably be significantly so much more healthy if it wasn't for sugar. Like I love sweets.
I didn't know you were a sugarholic.
Yeah, but I don't drink soda. I just drink straight water. But like if we have snackies, Little Debbie's or something like that. So you
definitely gained some LBs during Halloween and all that stuff because if you've got candy kind of laying around from the kids.
I'll just munch on them. And like the cakes or cookies, like yesterday we baked some cookies and I ate about 5 or 6 of them.
Okay.
Because I just fucking love cookies.
I love cookies.
So I wanted to just see if I could. I'm so sorry. I wanted to see if I could cut back on that. So I told Alyssa, like, hey, I want to try to do this. And she said, okay, I'm down to help you along this journey.
Okay.
And one of the things that happened is the first day, maybe the first and second day, I was just sluggish and I had a headache and I think I had a fever because I was just having withdrawals.
Really?
Yeah, just from sugar.
Well, I mean, I am diabetic, so like I don't consume sugar as often as maybe you do.
Yeah, probably.
Sugar is very few and far between. Like maybe twice a week, I'll like eat something that's like, you know, straight up sugar, like a fucking
a cookie,
like a cookie or cookies plural, you know. But so maybe I didn't have that much sugar in my system already. That's
possible. That's
that I did not get. I have not gotten withdrawals.
Yeah.
But I do feel more alert.
Uh-huh.
I mean, I think just listening to me, I feel like I'm talking more than I usually do.
Yeah.
The show has just kind of become me introing your stories or whatever.
I mean, you'll interject and you'll be like, "You're stupid." Anyways, continue.
Right. So, yeah, I mean, so far so good. I thought it would be harder.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I've been around meat in the last 2 days that like was like, oh God, that's amazing, and I just want that in my mouth right now. But you know, couldn't say that in the couldn't say that at Walmart in front of people. So. Yeah, let's see how it goes. I did my weigh-in, and I'm not going to say what it is yet because I want to see some progress, and then I'll be like, hey, I lost 5 pounds in 5 days.
There you go. Yeah, that's the way to do it.
Right. So, yeah.
We could do a weekly progress report.
Okay.
Hey, how do you feel this week? When did this... Oh, yeah, you said like 3 days ago you started.
I started it Friday.
Mm-hmm.
So this is Sunday evening, and nothing but... plant-based, which is, you know, fruits, vegetables, nuts, olive oil only.
Yeah.
You know, things like that.
So what'd you have for breakfast?
Breakfast today was some blueberry oatmeal with some agave nectar.
Yeah, I mean, it's all delicious food. It's just my main problem with when I have to start dieting is just time and preparation.
Yeah, definitely. Jamie and I just made a salad right now, and it took 45 minutes because we were trying to like figure out what direction we were going to take the salad in because I did not know that there was more than one kind of salad. I know one salad, which is my mom's salad, which is throw all the shit together in one giant. I don't know where she gets this giant plastic.
Oh, I've seen that Tupperware
that she like pulls out, and she's like, "Salad's ready," remember? And it's like huge.
Yeah,
and it's just. All the greens.
It's like all the 72 quarts.
Something like that. And that's how I thought to make the salad. But no, there was a much better way. And it turns out, with Jamie's help, I made a much more delicious salad.
Dressing?
Some dressing. Yeah, I am not going to kill myself.
No, there's no reason
because if I do, then there's more reason for me to say, fuck this diet.
Yeah,
and like go buy a pizza.
Yeah.
So, yes, I put some ranch on it, but I followed the instructions. It was 2 tablespoons, and I threw it in, and I mixed it around and shook that bitch. So that, like,
every inch of lettuce, make sure that damn ass got covered in dressing.
So, yeah, I mean, I thought I'd be missing meat a lot more. I mean, check in with me next week again. I may be arrested or something in jail.
Mark, I murdered a cow.
I've just been chewing on a cow's ass. The farmer got real mad. But I have eaten the shit out of some vegetables the last 3 days. I'll tell you that much.
You know, Kevin Smith's favorite snacky is chickpeas. Do you have any chickpeas?
I do not. I just made lentil beans for the first time today.
And how are those?
Bland as fuck, but I'm learning. I should have put like garlic and stuff in it to like bring out the flavor. I didn't know that. This is my first time.
No, yeah, it's a learning experience, and then you get to cook, and man, I fucking love cooking.
Yeah, me too. So, anywho, that's what's going on here. Now, to circle back to what you originally asked me for 40 minutes ago.
Are you serious?
Well, we're at 34 minutes right now.
Oh, wow.
So, yes. So I saw 2 concerts in the last 2 weeks. I went and saw Kiss on the February 19th, Tuesday. And then fast forward 10 days or so, February 28th, last day of the month, Thursday night, Jamie and I went to the I Love the 90s tour featuring Vanilla Ice, Montel Jordan, Rob Bass, Tone Loc.
I fucking
Kid and Play.
love Tone Loc.
So, it was the shit.
If I was going to go, I'd go for Tone Loc.
See, that's what I thought. Like, in the back of my mind, I'm like, Vanilla Ice, yeah, he's a legend from my childhood or whatever. But the one that was in my head was Kid and Play. I had to go see them.
See, I don't know shit about Kid and Play. I mean, I love House Party, House Party 2, House Party 3. Those are fucking
Class Act.
What?
Class Act is my favorite Kid and Play movie. Just FYI.
Is that like that? Oh no, that's
it's not
House
part
Party.
of the House Party franchise. But it's got them. They were like stepping out of that world to try something else. You should watch it. It's really good. We should watch it together.
I fucking watched the shit out of a Kid and Play movie.
It's called Class Act, and it's hilarious. Anyway, those guys kick ass. They kicked ass.
I'm sorry, let's circle back to House Party real quick. I think they need to bring it back in movies to just have a little dance battle. Just a little dance battle.
I agree.
Just
Couldn't agree
fucking like
more.
they're in the house and then the girls will start going at it and then they're like, oh, we're having a dance battle. We're having a dance battle. And then the guys are like, okay, here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Yeah.
And then the girls are like, oh, looks like they brought it. It's time for us to bring it too. And man, I fucking love that, dude. It wastes like 10 minutes, but it's so good.
Yep. It definitely is a nice interlude. You and I should practice our kick step dance.
Okay, really quick. I know. Look, we're going all over the place. I've got my engines revving. Alyssa and I are practicing the Thriller dance. Spoilers.
Really?
We are legit doing Thriller practice.
For what? For Halloween?
For just because we've been exercising, like I've said, and she fucking hates it. She has no drive. Like
Right. You told me.
But she's gotten significantly better, and we finished our last exercise because I have this app, and it gave us 4 weeks of exercises to do. Well, we just finished the 4 weeks, and she was like, "Look, I would like a break of exercising." I was like, and then she's like, "No, listen up. We're still going to exercise a little bit. I would like us to learn a dance." And she's like Bye 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 or Thriller. And I'm like, I'm fucking 100% down for that. Let's go. Let's do this.
Okay.
So we started watching this woman from like 2008 or something. It's like an old video. It was, the pixels are as big as your pinky.
Oh my God.
But she's such an excellent teacher. She's a fantastic instructor.
Okay.
And we're learning. We're about like halfway into learning the dance.
Okay.
So anyways, that's just a really quick
awesome.
sidebar. We're going to fucking show up Halloween night, dancing Thriller. 'Cause it's a thriller night. So no one
I cannot wait.
It's going to be awesome.
I hope the cameras are rolling for that
I
one.
used to know the Thriller dance because I was involved in college in a play for one of the studio plays, Night of the Living Dead. And the professor said, Mark, I would like at the end to do a big Thriller
I think
dance.
I went to that. I think, yeah. My sister dragged me to that because some friend of hers was part of it.
It was me.
Yeah, it was you. Piece of shit.
I was her friend.
I know you were.
I'm still her friend, I think. But he was like, I need you to learn this dance and then teach the like 30 to 40 people that are involved in this play because they had a shit ton of zombies.
Yes, they did.
I need you to teach everyone else the dance. So like 10 years ago, I knew the Thriller dance.
That's awesome.
So I'm relearning it.
Very cool.
I danced at a gay club, the Thriller dance, and I got $1.
Hold on.
They gave me $1.
Hold. Wait a minute. You cannot just add that as a button on the end of a story.
The end.
Fuck you, not the end. Rewind. What? Why? What?
There was a gay club like on Sprague, I want to say.
I think there's a gay club on this side of the room.
There was a gay club over in Edinburgh. I don't remember which one. It's like near where I live.
Okay. Oh,
Yeah,
next
yeah.
to the
What was it called? Next to that like
the
Mexican.
moonlight. Next to the moonlight.
Yeah.
I don't remember what it's called. Montrose?
That sounds right.
That sounds right, right?
Okay, but anyway, so 10 years ago when I was in college, it was a gay club, and I was in the theater department, and I don't know if you knew this.
But the rumor and innuendo about the theater department is...
Some people are a bit of dandies. And I knew a couple of... I had some friends that were homosexual.
Okay.
And they were like, hey, this was around that time when I had learned the Thriller dance. So they're like, hey, we're going to go to this club. It's like Halloween night. Everyone is going. I want you to come. One of my best friends at the time was gay. And he's like, I need you, please come with me. And I'm like, absolutely, let's go. I want to have a good time. I don't dance. I don't typically dance. I'm not a dancer. I hate it. I don't like, if I get attention.
Which is strange because you're such an entertainer by nature.
Yeah. But like,
trade.
I'm an entertainer, but I know what I'm doing, and dancing is fluid and beautiful, and I don't have that. I'm structured and rigid.
I'm with you. I'm not a dancer either. Anyway, go on.
So we get to the club, and everybody's like dancing and having a good time, and I'm just kind of like there, shrugging my shoulders, doing my little shoulder bop. That's what dancing.
It's your shoulder bop.
So then there's a crowd forming around like towards the end of the club. I think it was the owners that were coming out, and they were like, it was like this big thing because the owners were coming out, and they were like dressed to the nines and they looked good, but they were coming out to Thriller.
Okay.
And so there was this huge ring around them.
Okay.
And then Thriller was playing, and my friends, because there's a group of us, they were like, do it, get in there. You know this dance, fucking in and out. And I was like,
oh my God.
Okay. I gotta do it. It's fucking, they need me. They need to see this because I fucking trained my ass off. I need to do this. So they are, the owners are coming in from the side. I come in from the other side. I'm just within, and like just holed up in my little corner, and I start doing the Thriller dance, and then fucking the crowd goes crazy.
Really?
They fucking love it.
Yeah.
The owners come around to me and they're like, oh my God. They start clapping and like almost doing like a little bounce, like, dude, you're fucking killing it right now. You are killing it. And then in the crowd, I see someone, I don't know where it comes from. I see someone raise $1. I see someone raise a single dollar bill, and I'm doing my little dancing thing.
Wow, you are fired up right now.
And then I fucking snatch the dollar from their hands, and I'm just doing my dance, and then like the song ends, and then I take my applause, and then I go back into the crowd.
So this didn't end with like a hand job in the corner or something?
No, not this night.
Okay. All right. Well, that's awesome, dude.
Yeah. So
cool.
I'm relearning
so
it.
You are a legit retired stripper, is what I'm understanding.
Almost, I guess. I mean, I kept all my clothes on. Okay. I was dressed as a vampire, and here's just really quick. I was dressed as a vampire, and I had I was carrying a rose, and then one of the girls didn't like me, and she was making fun of me, and she's like, why is he dressed like those old men that sell roses in the club? And I got real self-conscious.
Not self-conscious enough for you to dance Thriller, but anyway,
so you saw the I Love the 90s.
Yes, I did, and it was a great show. It was honestly a lot better than I thought it was going to be. I hate to have gone in there, but honestly, I went in there with like a little bit of a, oh God, this is going to be embarrassing.
Like, this is going to be awkward. I had a friend that was going also because he had won tickets, and he was like, I'm going to feel bad if there's nobody in there.
Yeah, it was sold the fuck out.
Yeah.
To the rafters, bro. It was.
I saw some of your pictures.
It was packed.
Not a single video you recorded, which I don't appreciate.
Well, Jamie did the recording of the video.
Okay, well,
I was trying to take pictures. Anyway, it was packed, dude. I could not believe it. Honestly, I thought that this was being held at that little event center in Far, the kind of like a glorified big barn, basically is what it is.
Like a big old dance hall.
Yeah, it's like a dance hall. And I thought like, okay, this is like 2,000 people maybe standing, but like I went there and legit sellout 5,000 at least people.
Wow.
And or whatever that arena holds. And it was a good show. It was a good show from top to bottom. These guys they're older dudes, but like you could have sworn like there was like a time machine. And my only I guess criticism, but I mean it's fucking that Kid did not have his high top fade anymore, but I mean, it's 2019.
Yeah,
I understand.
He can't rock that.
No, he can't rock that. But like, I mean, if anyone could in this world rock it in 2019, it would be fucking Kid from Kid and Play.
Dude,
right?
that fucking hair is the best fucking hair.
Right.
I love that hair.
I really wanted a T-shirt. They were not selling Kid and Play T-shirts. They were mostly just Vanilla Ice. I was debating on getting a Tone Loc T-shirt, but I have this thing about I don't like T-shirts with the faces of people on them.
Yeah.
I just like I wish it just said Tone Loc. If it said that, I would have bought that. But anyway, they were great, and you know they were kick stepping, and then ain't gonna hurt nobody. We just dance. You know, it was perfect. It was beautiful. It was a great show, and I was a little bit buzzed at the end of the night. So by the time Vanilla Ice came on, I was like, yeah, fucking Vanilla Ice. Can't touch this. And she's like, that's MC Hammer. And I'm like, oh, whatever. So it was fun.
Oh, damn.
Again, I never thought I'd see Vanilla Ice perform Ice Ice Baby in my life. Had I known that that cassette tape that I had back in 1991 or whatever it was. Or what year was it? Was it the 90s or it wasn't? Obviously.
Oh yeah,
I don't remember what year Ice Ice. I think it was 91, and I know I'm gonna get fact checked and
chastised on the comments.
I remember
all 900 commenters. Right. Please dial it back in this episode, please,
for the love of God. So, anyway, you got anything else?
Let's see. Here's a gross story. Okay. So my toe was hurting.
Oh God. I don't like where this is
going. So my toe was hurting, and Alyssa was like, you might have an ingrown toenail. And I was like, I don't think so.
Uh-huh.
And I look it up, and I look up ingrown toenail pictures, and they're all gross. And I was like, no, that's not happening. And she's like, well, it's an infection. So I look at my toe, and like I kind of like fudge with it, and I kind of like pinch it a little bit, and green pus comes out.
Ew, Mark.
I told you, I prefaced it saying it was going to be gross.
Yeah, but I thought you were going to like...
Is it a little bit of green pus?
Edit it a little bit.
Okay, a bit of green ooze.
Ooze is a much better word than pus,
so
for sure.
A bit of green, probably like the tip of a needle head amount. And she said, that's infected. You got an ingrown toenail. So I'm dealing with that.
Oh, boy.
It doesn't hurt as much. She's been giving me antibiotics. She takes care of me.
So on that note, hit the music.
You got it. Funky Cold Medina.
God, that was great.
He's got such a good voice.
It was a great show.
I did not know the Funky Cold Medina was a drink.
Oh, okay.
Because I never heard the song. I just knew about it. This is one of the things I knew.
Right.
And then I heard it, and I was like, oh, it's a drink. And it makes people aroused.
Want to thank everybody for joining us. Want to thank you for all the comments and the subscriptions. We went up a little bit on our followers. I want to look into getting us on a different platform, like a what is it called?
SoundCloud.
Yeah, the SoundCloud's one of them, but the other one, the one that everyone's on.
Pornhub.
Yes, I want to get us on Pornhub.
I'm on it.
Anyway, I'll figure it out.
Constantly. Don't tell us.
Thank you, everyone, for listening. And want to thank our sponsor. Special thanks to our sponsor, Chico's Bail Bonds. So, thank you for listening. I'm Pete Salas along with
Mark F.D. Rodriguez.
You guys have a very, very happy Taco Tuesday.
Happy Taco Tuesday.
Bye-bye.
You gotta roll with Kid and Play. Now everybody sing.